Hey guys, it's Coach Sherry here, and many of you know me as your coach. Some of you know me as that you're customers of mine, your followers, your family and friends, or I might not even know you. I just felt compelled to make this YouTube video because I am a Beachbody coach, and we just came off a great weekend called the Platinum Edge. It's a fabulous conference for the Team Platinum presenters. So it's a more intimate setting, and they just had amazing speakers. But the biggest thing that I came away from this weekend is understanding and knowing your why. Um, Basically, your why is your personal story. And so we had a speaker, Bo Eason. He's an ex-NFL football player, and he had a perfect quote. And he said, "Your personal story is the most valuable thing that you've got." It is. You've got to share it with people. You need to be vulnerable. You need to let people in to connect with you. And I always thought as a Beachbody coach that I knew what my why was. That I came into the business. I love fitness naturally, and I just naturally love helping people. So I thought, that's going to be my why. I just want to help people. The deeper he got into his conversation and what he was trying to convey to us, that all of our whys are much deeper, especially like if you work in an industry like Beachbody where we all have the same product to sell, and we all do enjoy fitness and nutrition, and but we're more than that. We have to each separate ourselves, and basically we're different. And what makes us different is our story, our journey in life. So I was on the plane flight home, and I was really thinking about what he said. And so I started to write. I started to figure out what my why was. And it was really interesting what came out. So I wanted to share it with you guys because this is where your life and your business and everything that maybe you've been through or that you're headed to go into starts with. And this is where success happens. So I'm going to kind of read you through what my why is. This has been something I thought I knew for a long time. I had my story of wanting to help others until this weekend at the Platinum Edge. We dug deep about what our why is. What is your why, you ask? Basically, it's what drives you to your passion, or maybe even has held you back from your passion. You're just fearing your why. Why are you doing the job and profession you have? You need to start thinking about that. Maybe you're doing something that you really don't love and you're not following your why. Why are you where you are? And how has your past brought you or even hindered you to where you want to go? This weekend I realized I am truly an extrovert with a little bit of an introvert in there, which kind of shocked me. I typically have always just thought of myself as an extrovert. I definitely lean heavily towards the extrovert. I love people. I can pick up conversations with people in the store like that. I have no problem. I love getting to things and getting right at the front of the line and all that good stuff. And I have no problem with that. But I do have my introverted side. I realized I love being quiet. I love to read. I love having my own space, my own room. Even here at the conference, I choose to have my own room just to have my downtime. I love one-on-one intimate conversations. I love feeling like I really have a connection with people. Um, and I don't always want to be at the party. I mean, I do love to be part of the party and be part of the big group, but then I like my quiet time. So that was kind of interesting to learn that. But growing up, I was always a tender-hearted girl. People always told me that I was way oversensitive. Um, I love people, but I was more of a follower. I went along with people because it was easy. As I got to my middle school years, I gained weight. I didn't know how to eat well, and I didn't exercise. It pulled me more and more into myself. I stayed in my cocoon a lot. I always obeyed the rules. I was always scared to do anything wrong. I studied hard because that is what I was great at. I never wanted to disappoint others. As I grew up and got more involved in fitness and started to lose weight, I did start to break out of my shell a little bit. I felt good and a little more confident, and it was great. It was going well for about, 10 years or so, and I thought I was okay. I really wasn't questioning myself too much. But as I got married, and then my husband's job moved us. Basically, we've moved 4 times in 6.5 years, and we've had 2 kids. It has taken a toll, but many blessings came along with it too. But what I realized is that a lot of the insecurities when I was in middle school and I was younger just kind of were hidden for a long time. And all those insecurities of not fitting in, following others, wondering if people liked me, am I good enough? And that overall loneliness is still there. I love people, and I know that many people do appreciate me, and through social media, I mean, I have tons of wonderful friends through social media, and I've moved so many places that I've met wonderful people, but I haven't had that set roots. And so when you don't have those set roots, sometimes you just kind of feel like some days I just feel like I'm floating there. I see people that have such tight relationships, but I just haven't been able to set the ground, and I'm just, kind of a little bit of the outsider all the time. And so it's a struggle for me. Um, I miss those deep connections with people. And also, I giving myself credit and confidence. I worry so much, so much about what others think of me. I question my actions a ton. Did I say the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Am I doing the right thing by my daughters? Am I spending my money correctly? Am I too sensitive? Am I too pushy? Am I being rude? Am I a good wife? Am I a good daughter-in-law? Am I a good daughter? Do people like me? Do I handle situations as a reactor or a responder? Yes, these things go through my head all the time. I think fast a lot. I say all of this because many of you know that I am a Beachbody coach and I adore fitness and nutrition, but Beachbody has shown me so much more than just that. I have learned to educate myself on how to own and lead my own business and how to deal and relate with others. Basically, where I'm at in my life, I'm 37 years old, and all these insecurities have come into play in my life in recent years, and I'm struggling with them. I really, really am. I'm laying it on the line. I am struggling with them. You'd think at 37 that you wouldn't care about what people think. You are just doing your own thing, and you're confident, and you feel great. It's not always like that, at least not for me. And I admire people who are like that. But it's been a long road for me, and I think it's coming to a head. And so my why is to not only empower myself, but and to empower women. To stop the chain of being so critical of ourselves. To stop putting each other down, and most of all, ourselves. To not rely on others for approval and satisfaction, because that's one of the biggest things, as I'm constantly looking for approval. And I don't always mean to set out that way. I may do something nice for someone and I genuinely want to do it. But if they don't thank me or if they're not appreciative, sometimes I really take it to heart. And that's more of a victim mentality, and that's not what I want to do anymore. It's not a good thing, and it only hurts myself. I should be able to do things genuinely because I really truly want to do them and just not expect anything back. Um, to own our decisions, to own my own decisions. There's so many times I will make a decision and I will second guess myself so much. It's crazy. To own our gut instinct and our intuition. I cannot tell you how many women, most of all, have that gut feeling that something's not right and they don't follow through. They don't get out of the situation. They don't stop somebody. They don't say something because they're too afraid. We're too afraid we're going to hurt somebody else's feelings. And I've had friends that were in actually dangerous situations. They put themselves in a dangerous situation. They knew they should have exited and they didn't. And it really can turn out bad. I want to be able to train women to go with your instinct right off the bat. Don't second guess yourself, especially since I have 2 daughters. I want to bring them up knowing you don't give a crap what anyone else tells you. You do what you feel is right. To fail forward gracefully and not think that it is the end of the world. There's so many times I have made a mistake or I said something wrong and it ate me up inside to the point where I made myself sick or so worried that somebody didn't like me and I messed up something for somebody or whatever, and it just ate me up instead of owning it, saying I'm sorry or whatever, and just moving on and just learning from it, failing forward. And to not, just like I said, basically not think it's the end of the world. To eliminate the naysayers way before they get into our heads. To shrug off those that are rude. To be who you are kindly. But to stop looking at what is wrong all the time and to start looking at what is right. It's so easy to forget the blessings we have. We'll go through the whole day and we'll have great things happen to us, but that one person said something crappy to us and we just hang on to it. We let them take our joy and our emotions and it just ruins our day. It sucks. I hope to help women regain themselves. We are smart, we are strong, we are impactful, we are kind, we can do anything we want. People do not own us or our emotions. We can choose to be happy or unhappy. It may take time to get out of the old cycles and habits and negative self-talk, but I can do it. It's all about working at it, focusing at it. We can get over these bad habits. I am tired of my lack of confidence. I am sick of pitying myself. I'm sick of not setting boundaries for myself. I'm sick of not being able to tell people no. If I can't do something, I just have to be honest. It doesn't fit into my schedule. Thank you for thinking of me, but I can't do it right now. Instead of always overstretching myself and stressing myself out. Nope, I'm not going to fall into the black hole of BS anymore. God created each of us differently, not wrong or stupid, but different. We have to embrace differences. It is okay to be different. And it's also okay not to click with everyone. We don't have to be great friends. We don't have to be the best of friends and like each other so much. But we just need to be kind to each other. We need to work through, if you're working with people, at your job or whatever, or even family members, extended family members, if we're in a situation, just have a good time with them while you're there and then exit. And you don't need to call them all the time. You don't need to be there with them all the time. And just because I love fitness and nutrition does not mean that I am some perfect person, that I eat perfectly all the time, and that I sleep the exact amount of hours I'm supposed to, work out like crazy with high intensity and all this stuff, and that, I'm just this fitness guru. I'm not. I eat like crap sometimes. I kick myself about it sometimes. I get down about my body. I compare myself. But the key is I became a coach because it helps me be accountable. I'm accountable to myself. And what it also does is it keeps me on track. It keeps me striving for more. It keeps me striving to be that better person I want to be. We don't deserve to settle. We deserve to be the best we can be and to keep learning. Stop the jealousy and turn it into admiration. Inspire to be like others. If you feel jealous of someone, ask yourself why. If there's something that you see in someone that you don't see in yourself, work on it. It may take a long time, but try to admire that trait and want to learn how to have that trait in your own personality. You're still going to be you, but just make a better version of yourself. One of the speakers said the greatest thing is be you times 2 at all times. Be you times 2 for your spouse. Be you times 2 for your friends. Be you times 2 at work. Step over those obstacles. Be the best you can be at all times. And I just want to own it, that I'm not perfect, that I have low self-esteem. I have low confidence a lot, but I'm working to be better. And I am a Beachbody coach, and my mission in this business is to empower women. Thanks so much. Peace out, guys. Bye.